An interesting conversation last night with somebody about Christian movies, faith-based movies. And they asked me the question, why is it that non-Christians seem to write the best Christian movies? And, I think of movies like I Am Legend, Signs. This is two that jump to the forefront of my mind when I think of movies that have faith-based elements but are written by, secular artists and producers and directors and writers and so on. And I think part of the reason is, and I'm not saying that all Christian movies aren't good, because there are a lot of good Christian movies. There's been a lot of good stuff lately. The Chosen TV series, House of David has been very, very good. Kendrick Brothers, Irwin Brothers, they make some really good movies. But I think when I think of faith-based movies, Devil is another one that comes to mind. M. Night Shyamalan wrote that one. But I think when it comes to faith-based movies that were made by, whether they knew it or not, by secular writers, producers, directors, actors, I think it's because they don't try so hard. They're not trying to be a faith-based movie. And I think when it comes to, secular people making what I would consider to be a faith-friendly movie, it is because they don't try so hard, and that they've developed their stories, they develop their characters, they develop all of that around a worldview, maybe a Christian worldview, a faith worldview, but they're not aiming to convert anybody. They're not pointing the finger and saying, you must follow Jesus, you must read the Bible, all of those things. What they're simply saying is that these people have faith. If you take the example of Signs, Father Hess, Mel Gibson's character in the movie, there's a guy who's struggling through stuff. His wife was accidentally killed, and he's struggling through. He's struggling through what it means to be a man of faith. What does it mean to have your life suddenly ripped apart from you? Ripped apart, and your wife suddenly, the one you love the most in this world, ripped away from you. And he struggles through that. And I think the alien invasion that happens is sort of a secondary story. The main story is his seeming loss of faith and coming back to faith.